Good afternoon, everyone. Marty Richards with Richland Center Tourism here once again. Today on Why Do We Call It That, we find ourselves still in Forest Township and Goose Hollow. And today I'm joined, it's really cool, we're at the intersection of quite a few things happening. The Kickapoo River is flowing down on my left, and then right directly behind me is Goose Creek, which we're going to talk about, that flows down through Goose Hollow. And of course, I'm joined by the audience here, Black Angus, that have joined us today. So, a couple of points here about Goose Hollow, and if you go there and Goose Creek itself, number one, if you do come in this area, you will want to go for a drive, whether it's car, bike, motorcycle, ATV, UTV, whatever your mode of transportation. The drive down River Drive, we believe it's River Drive, actually is a phenomenal drive because you've got the creek on one side, and on the other side there's some beautiful attractions. A new wedding venue that is being constructed, chapters on the horizon. So as you drive down River Drive, you'll notice when you come off Highway 56, just a beautiful venue with a great overlook over the Kickapoo River. Worth the drive just to check that out. But to today's point, when you get to Goose Creek, okay, very important to know how it got its name. So in the research we did, and this was also helped by Margaret Helen Scott and the research she did in the 70s. And again, a huge shout out to the Brewer Public Library and Crystal Foley and her helping us with that information. We read that there were two pioneer women that apparently thought a specific goose was theirs. They both were arguing over it over some time, and quite a ruckus ensued, and apparently it got to the point where hair pulling ensued. So it was a pretty contentious argument. There is no word of how it was settled. They might have done dizzy bat races or a wrestling match. I have no idea. It's unclear who ended up getting that particular goose. But Goose Creek got its name not because of the goose, but because of the fight. So that's how Goose Creek got its name. But again, why do we call it that? Two women fighting over a goose. So sometimes it's pretty simple. But anyway, I do encourage a little bit of a drive down River Road outside of Viola. River Drive outside of Viola, right off Highway 56. Well worth the drive. It'll take you from Highway 56 almost all the way to Lafarge, and just a great trip. So that's why do we call it that today, Goose Creek, with Richland Center Tourism. Marty Richards saying goodbye.